This is Ibtisam Saleh, and I'm going to give a presentation about my literature review topic, which is the impact of social media on the Uyghur minority in China. Now, I've chosen this topic because it is important on many levels. The first level is locally. Within China itself, the Uyghurs are being isolated in their origin region, Xinjiang. Unfortunately, the rest of Chinese citizens are not fully aware of the severity of the situation in Xinjiang and what are the difficulties that the Uyghurs are facing daily. Now, the second level is globally. The Chinese government is violating human rights, and the impact of these violations goes beyond the borders of China. Now, the last level is on the Islamic solidarity perspective. We as Muslims should care of each other and stand for those who are facing challenges in practicing Islam all over the world. Now, the research question is, can social media be an efficient tool and play an effective role in fighting these kinds of violations regarding Uyghurs in China? And I believe in this literature review, I've considered Twitter to be an example of a social media platform. Now, the first section of this paper discusses the Islamic-related discrimination against the Uyghur minority. Now, there have been many violations committed by the Chinese government against Uyghurs, such as conducting special laws and regulations. These laws are mainly designed to limit the freedom of practicing Islam in Xinjiang region. Another violation is retranslating the Holy Quran. Now, Quran is considered to be a doctrine for all Muslim people, and this move has been made by the Chinese government in order to justify their criminal actions against the Uyghurs, to mainly guarantee there will be no opposition from non-Muslims or any other Chinese citizen. Now, the last violation is causing a demographical change. The demographical change happens when people of a certain area are being relocated into another. This causes a big threat to the original residents of this area. And these examples are the Han minority, which are non-Muslim minority, being relocated in the Xinjiang, the Uyghurs minority region. Now, the Chinese government are building houses, giving lands to farm, and providing job opportunities. Of course, this threatens the Uyghurs, their culture, religion, and their whole existence can be vanished. Now, the second section is covering the Chinese government's propaganda. Now, the government is trying to spread the anti-Muslim hate waves among the rest of Chinese citizens. Some of those people see eye to eye with the Chinese regime, and they are trying to fight Islamic principle and presence in many forms, and such as harassing Muslim people, verbally or even physically. Unfortunately, the Chinese authorities do not take these actions, these hate waves, or these hate crimes seriously. Now, the other crime is spreading the Islamophobia. The Chinese government has been greatly successful in doing so, and this comes as a result of lack of awareness among the rest of Chinese citizens and their misleading image of Islam. The third is manipulating the mindset of Uyghurs themselves by spreading slogans all over Chinese Xinjiang region. These slogans shows illustrated images of several Islamic actions, such as praying or listening to an Islamic programs, or even broadcasting adhan in loudspeakers. these actions are considered to be terrorist. The third section of this paper discusses social media as an efficient tool in providing an online protesting platform worldwide. As I mentioned before, Twitter was an example of a social media platform, and it has shown its great success in creating a worldwide campaign that goes in favor with the Uyghurs' cause. Now, there were different campaigns that served the same cause, which is fighting the unjust and the mistreatment of Uyghurs minority. Also, rejecting all forms of violations that are people minority facing. The campaign are Save Uyghurs Muslims and Save Uyghurs SOS, Save Our Souls. Now, fortunately, their actions have paid, and 22 countries, including United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, and many, have signed a letter and handed it to the United Nations expressing their total refusal and rejection of the Chinese government's criminal actions. Now, after finishing this literature review paper, I have concluded that there were two major findings. The first one is that I was able to explore the Chinese regime's criminal actions against Uyghur minority in China. I was able to identify them and give examples. The second finding is the answer of the topic question, which is, can social media play a role in fighting the unjust actions and violations against Uyghurs that have been committed by the Chinese regimes? The answer was yes, and there were many online protesting campaigns that have made a great role in spreading awareness of the Uyghurs' cause, and therefore there have been actions to fight this discrimination happening in China. These are the references I've used in this literature review. My name is Ibtisam Saleh, and thank you.